everyone. Well, you know what? We're less than 2 weeks out from this wedding. The excitement is through the roof. But in more practical matters, there might be a few concerns. I'll tell you all about it. Well, welcome back to Viv Mom Sews. I'm so glad you're here today, and I know it's been an age since I last saw you. We went on vacation, we had a great time. It was so nice to be traveling after probably 3 years of not going anywhere. Now, the question might be asked, why I scheduled a vacation a mere few weeks before my daughter's wedding, thinking I was going to get in shape on this vacation, because that's what everybody wants to do on vacation, right? So I packed a fitness bag. I had my workout DVDs. I had my weights. Brad went to pick this little bag up and he's like, "What is in this?" I said, "It's my fitness bag. I've got everything in there. I've got my workout gear. I've got my resistance bands, and I am going to hit it hard on vacation." And you know what I did? Of course you do. I brought that fitness bag home, unopened, unzipped. I did not even look in it while I was on vacation. And we went out to dinner, and we went out to lunch, and we discovered Steak and Shake. Are you familiar with Steak and Shake? Fabulous milkshakes. And so, no, there was no getting in shape. And in fact, I'm only a little concerned that my wedding finery doesn't exactly fit. Now, I've got these 2 weeks, these 2 important weeks between getting home and the ceremony and the reception, and the rehearsal dinner. And some major miracles are gonna take place during these 2 weeks. I'm not done with the mob dress. I'm not done with my rehearsal dinner outfit. And I have 2 pair of men's suit pants to hem, which I've never done before. But, you know, I'm just calm as can be. And I have Candace's rehearsal dinner dress to fix the little wavy neckline. I have her coming over for dinner, I think this weekend. And it's all gonna fall into place. I know it is. And, you know, I'm not even really freaking out that much because I'm so excited about this wedding. Now, what I'm going to show you today, just for fun, JFF, are some fabrics that I deemed wedding worthy, but since I changed my mind about 200 times on what I was going to wear as the mother of the bride, all of these choices were rejected, and I went with something completely different. I have 4 events, dressy events, concerning the wedding. So Candace had 2 wedding showers. We will have the rehearsal dinner, and then of course the big day on May 7th. I want to bring you a special video showcasing all of my outfits. I promise to do that, and I'll show you each one and see what you think. In the meantime, I'm going to show you some really pretty stuff that didn't quite make the cut. First up, look at this. Well, I'm just a sucker for mauve, purples, and pinks. And I got it in my head that I could make a dress with this beautiful, this is what they call a stretch satin, although I would call it more of a cotton sateen. It does have a little bit of a sheeny finish, and it has a microscopic amount of stretch. Now I know I couldn't wear white as the mother of the bride, and I wouldn't do that, but I thought, how could I wear this beautiful stretch satin slash stretch cotton sateen? And I went on Metro Textiles and I saw this beautiful, this is silk, and it's very, very sheer, that I thought would be a stunning overlay over this white fabric. It would have been, I think it would have worked, but it proved to just be a little too much trouble. Now you're gonna ask me, what pattern are you using, Viv, for your outfits? And I'm going to say, I've gone through so many. I showed you that big bag I had of all the possibilities. And I was like, no, 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 no. And I went with something that I didn't think I'd go with in 1,000 years. This is how I do things. I get away from my sewing. So I'm either in bed, or I'm taking a walk, or I'm just sitting there on my phone, and I'll think, that's what I'm gonna do. And then I have to go and run and find a pattern. Luckily, I have about 9 million patterns, so I can usually match what I'm thinking. But alas, this idea didn't exactly work out, but isn't it beautiful? So like I said, this silk overlay, I bought 4 yards of it, came from Metro Textiles, and this beautiful stuff, I was just in love with it. Came from fabric.com, and it is called, oh gosh, it was something like Savannah. I'll look for the name of it, and I'll write it in the description box, because they didn't have any left, and then they got more in. Then I think you might remember that I showed you this pretty stuff. This is from Mood, and this is a straight up satin in a gorgeous brick burgundy, reddish burgundy. Somebody told me the name of this color, and I get an F because I don't remember it. But it's really very lovely, and it is satin. It does not have any stretch. And I thought, I'm going to make the rehearsal dinner dress out of this. Got a lot of good feedback. Everybody said, yes, that'll look great. Candace said, oh, I love a solid, Mom. And of course, the next thing you know, nah, I'm not gonna use that. While I was on Metro Textiles, I thought, ooh, that's certainly beautiful. So this is a very substantial, it's almost like a satin, but they might call it a Mikado. It does have a little bit of stretch, and it's got this beautiful gradient color of the light mint kind of turning to this darker purple, and then we have really dark tones of navy blue and deep, deep pink. And I thought, I'll do something with that. I ordered 4 yards of it, and do you know that I made a dress out of this in 2017? I did. I really did. So you know what? I'm sensing some giveaways coming up here on my channel. Stay tuned for that. Now I thought this was really pretty. This is, if I can show it to you up close, it's a very light, wispy print, thin rayon. It's not a challis. It's a little more polished than a challis, and it has a little bit of a sheen. This came from fabric.com, and I thought it would make a beautiful dress. I still do, but I went with something different. These I just have to show you because they're so gorgeous. What did I toss aside? I tossed aside another satin that I ordered. Now, this was a new to me shop, Zeloof. Have you ever heard of that, Zeloof? Well, they have some interesting things. I ordered that. Gee, does it look familiar? Okay. You know what? There's no such thing as too much fabric. We need it all. We need it for the creative expression that lives in each one of us. These gorgeous things, I just have to say, these are cotton satins and they came from Fabric Mart. I did not get them when I went up to the store, but I saw them up there. And look at them. Look how beautiful. And they shine and they're the softest things in the world. And I said to the woman who was back in the cutting room, I said, these cotton satins are some of the nicest I have ever seen. And I think they're softer than Liberty Tana lawn. And I waited for this big response and she's just like, oh, okay. I don't think she knows what Liberty Tana lawn is, but you know. Well, I'm here to tell you, if you see these cotton satins on Fabric Mart, they're not wide. They're only 44 inches wide. So they're kind of like a quilting cotton in that regard, but they are sumptuous. And I'll show you what the selvage says. It's an Asian name. Let's see if I can find it. Now, of course. Okay. Well, here it is. Okay. And that name doesn't mean anything to me, but you know, if they're from Korea, they might be. I don't know. They're just gorgeous quality. I got these on sale, one of the website sale days, and I paid $6.30 a yard. Honestly, I think they could get $30 a yard. You know, Mood does all the time, but these are just so beautiful. So, so beautiful. This one has a different label. So beautiful. And then this, a lot of folks said, hey, that Kaufman cotton that has the gold flowers on it is wedding worthy. And I agree. Now, I didn't get enough of this cotton to really do a formal dress out of. I think I only got 2 yards and it is only 45 inches wide. But you know what? The lowly quilting cotton can absolutely go to a formal event. Look at this. That is gorgeous. And that gold shimmers, and this has been washed, so it retained its shimmer. Now this last piece, I was absolutely going to use this for my Mother of the Bride dress. I got Candace's approval, and this was what I was going for. I love gray and pink together. This is a crepe. It's a very light crepe. It doesn't have any stretch in it. They actually call this a rayon crepe. It is by Telio, and I said, that's it. That's what I'm making the Mother of the Bride dress out of. And I ordered 6 yards of this because I thought maybe I'll make a matching stole to go with it. But you know, I started thinking about it, and it is formal enough. If you could see the texture up close, it's got a very dressy vibe. I mean, it's not casual, I don't think. You could make it casual, but I thought it would be quite elegant, quite beautiful, and the next thing you know, I'm not using it. So those are my wedding worthy fabrics, and even though they got shuffled off to the side, I don't regret buying them. I don't regret buying all of my white fabrics when I was making Candace's dresses. I ordered a whole bunch of crepes and satins, and I've got them all now. And I don't regret it because, you know, it's all part of the excitement. If you have an event coming up that's kind of a once in a lifetime thing, order all the fabric you want. Even if you don't have an event coming up like that, order all the fabric you want because I think it's exciting, I think it's fun, and it's just, you know, it's kind of like a little gift we give ourselves. So this t-shirt that I'm wearing, you know what I see on this t-shirt? I see flower boob. Flower boob is a thing, and it makes me sad that I've got a case of it here because I really love this knit. It came from fabric.com. It's a double brushed poly, soft as can be. And I was not really paying attention when I cut it out. The good news is they had some in a crinkle rayon, so I ordered that. Everything is falling into place, even though nothing is done. Nothing attire-wise is done. But Brad has a new suit, Colin has a new suit. I will be hemming those pants, and nobody's gonna take a magnifying glass to their hems. My dress is probably 90% done. I'm a little afraid to put it on, simply because I have gone up in size since our vacation and not down. So I'm gonna wait until this weekend and then give it a whirl and see where I'm at. And if worse comes to worse, I'll take the back fisheye darts out. That's my fallback plan. I hope everybody's doing well. Everything's fine here. It's a beautiful rainy day. I love rainy days. I have the windows open and we're just onward and upward, getting very close. Thanks for being excited with me, and maybe you got some inspiration from these wedding-worthy fabrics. Anything that you love is worthy, so sew it up in an outfit that's gonna make you happy. And I'm gonna talk with you soon. I miss you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.